Thank you all for coming. We're all here because we all have something in common. We've all been conned by these people. But now it's time for them to have a taste of their own medicine. Michael Stone, aka Mickey Briggs. He's the ringleader. Ash Morgan, known to his cohorts as Three Socks. He's the fixer, deals with the nuts and bolts of creating a world that mugs like us buy into. Albert Stroller, recently out of prison, known as the Roper. He finds the marks, again, people like us, for the gang to cheat. Emma Kennedy, femme fatale. Works with Stone, can be his assistant, girlfriend, business partner. And finally, Sean Kennedy, glorified gopher. Stone's taken him under his wing and is training him up. These arses took me for £500,000. Now where is my bloody painting?
£500,000. It's easy to see why you'd be pissed off.
Yeah. What was yours?
90K. A racehorse. That one was an Arab sheik.
I think you guys have got problems. Stone sold me the Sydney Opera House.
He supposedly represented the Olympic Committee, sold me 4 acres of swampland in Kent.
Well, starting tomorrow, let's see if they can take it as well as dish it out. I don't know about the rest of you, but no one, and I mean no one, steals money from me and gets away with it.
No one.
It's taken us months to track them down and research how they operate. But now it's time to turn the tables.
You know, I've been thinking. We should go on holiday.
Yeah.
Mexico.
Nah, too hot. What about Margate?
A couple of good trips to Las Vegas.
Oh, well.
Can I say something?
Yeah?
Only every time you lot go on holiday, you never take me with you.
True.
I mean, you use me in your con things and that when it suits you, but you never pay me. Then you all go off on holiday, and I'm lucky if I get a postcard.
I think he's got a point.
Yeah, it's only right, I suppose.
Eddie, you shall go to the ball. Right, Mick?
Yes, okay.
Well, funny you should say that, because I've been thinking about going away and picked up a few brochures. Hey?
Right. Let's get started, shall we? Harry?
The convincer is a method they use to remove any last vestige of doubt. So, for example, if the con or score is about asking you to invest £100,000 in worthless shares, they would invite you to take part in a much smaller deal first. You would make a profit on that deal.
Like a lost leader.
Precisely. This convincer convinces you that a larger investment would work equally well.
Crafty bastards. So how do we take them?
You know, I really feel like I'm starting to get this, Mick.
Good.
I mean, it's complicated, but everything's kind of fallen into place. Your roper finds your mark.
Yeah, and how does he know where to look?
Well, because Albert is a member of every gentleman's club in London, under different names.
And?
And he's also in touch with the concierge of all the major hotels, and they let him know when the high rollers are in town.
And occasionally some just fall into my lap.
Credit crunch. My rear end. I mean, if the great unwashed are stupid enough to lose their houses, well, it's hardly the fault of the state, yeah? It's simply survival of the fittest. It's sorting the wheat from the chaff, because they never got off their fat asses to earn the money to pay for it.
It's with you, Alfie. Your bet.
Oh, right, yeah. All right. Raise, let's make it 2,000. So I honestly believe we should have some sort of compulsory euthanasia program. Start with the unemployed, those on benefits and the like, and then move on to the over 65s. Who is it?
I believe it's me.
Sorry. Foot in mouth. No offense intended.
None taken. Re-raise. All in.
Steady on with the old pension pops. You have heating bills or something to consider. All right, Pops. I call. Couple of fillies.
Beats me.
Now that is what I'm talking about. Survival of the fittest. Never mind, Pops. Maybe next time.
You can count on it.
Okay, so you've identified your mark.
And then the roper leads him to the inside man.
Thank you. And the inside man tells him the tale. He sets up the con. Now, the first step is to create the world, lay the bait, and draw them in.
Breakfast up. What do you think?
It's coming along nicely, yeah. So, you've laid the bait. That's where the fixer comes in. He makes sure wherever the mark looks, our story holds up.
In other words, I'm a genius whose job it is to make you flesh Harry's look good.
Ash is prone to exaggeration.
Like who's talking?
So, everything's gone to plan. The mark's on the hook, and that is when you hit him with a convincer.
Roper gets the mark. Inside man tells the tale. Fixer confirms the tale. The convincer is given. Then the sting itself. The convincer is the weakest point. This is the only point they are in a negative position.
So that's what we do. We take them just far enough into the con to get the convincer. Then we just walk away.
Well, as you seem to have everything worked out, what do you need us for?
Good question.
Because I need bait. And these bastards tried to put me out of business. And as I want to take them for £1 million, double what they took from me, we need to make them believe that there's a greater stake to be had.
I estimate a prize of about 4 million should have the desired effect.
Now, I've raised £1 million, so for this to work, I need the same again from each of you.
£1 million? Jesus.
Wait. How do we know that this isn't some elaborate plan to con us all again?
Ah, that's a fair point. Harry?
Quite simply, because we're not actually going to use it.
What?
All we need is bait, for them to believe we have the 4 million. So the plan is to put everyone's money into a single account, an account that needs 4 signatures to access. All we have to do is let them see that account, and that's what draws them in.
Your money will never leave the bank. We'll use the $1 million I've raised. They'll double it, hoping to get their hands on the rest. But then we just walk away. Simple, but genius.
Genius.
Our money won't leave the bank.
100% guaranteed. Once I've